Hi everyone, this video is on determine rotations, basic. So quadrilateral A prime, B prime, C prime, and D prime is the image of quadrilateral A, B, C, D under a rotation about point Q. So we're rotating around this point Q. We need to determine the angles of rotation. So again, anytime that we go this way, that's clockwise. Every one turn that way is the equivalent of 90 degrees. So when you do two turns, two turns then is 180, 3 turns is 270, and obviously 4 turns is 360, and you're back to the original. And this is going clockwise. When you go this way, this is what I would refer to as CC, counterclockwise. So we're looking to see how can this become this. So we have our choices, 90 degrees clockwise. So if I were to take this and I were to turn it one time that direction, so one turn this direction, would it give me that picture there? And I can try to see if I can do this. So if I were to take this and turn it one time, 90, did I get the same thing? So I'm looking at the blue. So does the blue triangle, well not triangle, the blue shape become like the purple shape? And it does. So that means that 90 degrees clockwise would work. So the next one says 90 degrees counterclockwise. So if I were to put this back to the way it was, and I were to go this way, counterclockwise, I do not get the same thing. Okay? If I were to go 180, which is 2 turns, I also do not get the same thing. So it's definitely not either of those. The next one is 270 clockwise, and then 270 counterclockwise. So if I go here, 270 clockwise, I want to end up with this blue one being here. So C becoming up here. So 270 would mean I go 1, 2, 3. That's 270 clockwise. And I do not end up, my blue one does not end up the way that the original one was. Okay, so here we are back to the original. Now what if I went counterclockwise? So I would go 1, 2, 3. And again, my C would be up here. Okay, so that it would look like this. Now I want to turn this back to the original and see if that looks the same. So in the original, these are over on this side, A and B. And when we were just a second ago, A and B were also on that side. So that would mean that 270 counterclockwise would also work. Okay, so this one, they want you to figure out again what rotation occurred. Select all that apply. So we again are going from the blue to the like purplish color one. So again, I'm going to try to do this just so I can show you. So there's the original. Our first choice says 90 degrees clockwise. So if I take this and I go one turn, 90 degrees clockwise, does my blue end up in the same spot as where the purple one was to start? And it looks like the answer to that question is yes. So that was 90 degrees clockwise. So that's one answer. If we were to go 90 degrees counterclockwise, that's a no. It definitely does not end up in the same spot. 180, 270, and 270 again. So if I were to go 180, it doesn't matter the direction. That's a no. So I'm going to still go counterclockwise. And going counterclockwise, that would be 270 now. And if I do 270, does this look like what the original one was? So looking at the picture there, we're going to make it now back to the original. There was the original. And there's what we just had. So that does look the same. So that would mean that the answer is 270 counterclockwise. So basically when you go 90 clockwise, it's always the same if you go 270 counterclockwise. We've had two left. Alright, so determine the angles of rotation. So we have A and A prime. How did A get over here to A prime? And again, we got the same choices. So if we go and look at this again, if I were to go counterclockwise, 90, that's not the same. If I go 180, okay, if I go 270, and if I go back to the original, which is 360. So I need this A to end up here. So if I go clockwise, that would be 90, that would be 180. So from looking at this, it looks like really the only one that worked is 180. Which I did not get correct. So it's probably the 90 clockwise and the 270 counterclockwise, which it is. So again, I'm not the best at this. I have a hard time visualizing. That's why I was trying to do the rotations. But 90 clockwise and 270 counter. So here's A. We want to, and actually I probably should have just done two of these. Would make more sense. So if we went, we said the answers were 90 clockwise. So 90 clockwise, they're saying that that would match, that A and A prime would be in the spots. But all right, so let's continue on. And for this one, we have the same situation. Here's this picture, here's this picture. This one again is a little bit easier for us to maybe see than the last one. And again, I'm going to try to do, I think this time, two pictures. So when we rotate, we want to get it to look like this picture here. And I have to shrink it a little bit just so we can get both of these on the same viewing. And we want the blue to end up where this is. So there's a 90 degree clockwise. There's 180. And this match now. There would be 270. That doesn't match. And that would be 360. If I were to go this way, that's 90 counterclockwise. There's 180 counterclockwise. Again, the blue now matches this. And then 270 counterclockwise, and then back to the original. So the answer here should be 180, which it is. So hopefully this video helped you a little bit with determining rotations. Again, it's a lot of visualization. Sometimes turning your paper, if you can, does help. Have a nice day.